UFC Fight Night 203 is live at the Apex in Las Vegas on Saturday night, featuring a light heavyweight bout in the main event between Magomed, Ankalaev, and Thiago Santos. Let's break it down. Magomed Ankalaev is 29 years old. He's 6'3" with a 75-inch reach and a record of 16-1 with 9 knockouts. From Dagestan, Russia, he began training in Greco Roman wrestling while attending Dagestan State University, eventually transitioning to Sambo, where he went on to become both the Russian and world champion. After his successful amateur career, he made his professional debut in January of 2014 with a majority decision. He quickly went 6-0 before defeating Maxim Grisham by 4th-round knockout to claim the WFCA light heavyweight title. He made 2 defenses before making his UFC debut in March of 2018, losing to Paul Craig via 3rd-round triangle choke. He bounced back 6 months later with a first-round head kick knockout of Marcin Pricino, and followed that up the next year with a unanimous decision over Clydesdon Abreu in a 3rd-round front kick knockout of Dolcha Lungambula. On February 29, 2020, he took on Ion Cutelaba, landing 3 successive head kicks, causing the referee to stop the fight. The result was deemed controversial, as Cutelaba was not actually out on his feet, so the two met 8 months later, with Ankalaev dropping him with a brutal right hook in the first round and finishing him with a vicious ground and pound. After grounding out a hard-fought decision over Nikita Krylov, he put on an absolute striking clinic over the highly regarded Volkan Ozdemir, opening a nasty cut over his eye and dominating him en route to a unanimous decision in the most significant victory of his career. An incredibly efficient, hard-hitting counter-striker, Ankalaev lands at a 55% accuracy rate while boasting a 62% strike defense. He also possesses world-class wrestling skills and an impressive 85% takedown defense. Thiago Santos is 38 years old. He's 6'2" with a 76-inch reach and a record of 22-9 with 15 knockouts. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Santos was born into extreme poverty, taking up capoeira and Muay Thai to defend himself as he lived in the most dangerous section of the city. After serving as a paratrooper in the Brazilian Army, he made his MMA debut on October 10, 2010, with a unanimous decision. He quickly went 8-1 with 6 stoppages, including a first-round knockout of Vicente Luque, before making his UFC debut with a loss to Cesar Ferreira via first-round guillotine choke. After losing by decision to Uriah Hall, he went on a 5-fight winning streak with brutal knockouts over Steve Bosa and Nate Marquardt before dropping 2 in a row in a first-round knockout loss to Gegard Mousasi and a first-round submission to Eric Spicely. He bounced back 5 months later with vicious knockouts over top contenders Gerald Mearshart, Jack Hermanson, and Anthony Smith. After suffering a first-round knockout to David Branch, he went on another 4-fight tear with a decision over Kevin Holland, followed by a TKO over Eric Anders and a savage left hook knockout of Jimmy Manoa. On February 23, 2019, he headlined his first event, engaging in a highly tactical and exciting fight with Jan Blachowicz before catching the future champion with a left hook as he rushed in and finishing him off with ground and pound. In July of 2019, he got his first shot at the title, taking on future Hall of Famer John Jones in an exciting back-and-forth slugfest, and despite losing by split decision, he became the first fighter to win a judge's scorecard against Jones. Following the fight, he underwent double knee surgery as he sustained and tore an ACL, PCL, meniscus, as well as having a fractured tibia. After recovering from a bout of COVID-19, he took on #1 contender Glover Teixeira in another exciting brawl, and despite almost finishing Teixeira a couple of times, he ultimately lost via 3rd-round rear naked choke, and 6 months later his losing streak continued when he dropped a unanimous decision to Alexander Rakic. On October 2nd, 2021, he ended his 3-fight skid with a tentative and lackluster decision over Johnny Walker. A well-rounded and technically proficient striker, Santos has an exceptionally high ring IQ and possesses explosive power in his kicks and punches. Will Ankalaev's slick counter-punching and elite-level wrestling skills bring him victory as he continues his ascent up the rankings? Or will Moreta's power and experience against the division's best bring him one step closer to a rematch with Teixeira for light heavyweight gold? Tune in to UFC Fight Night, Santos vs. Ankalaev, and let's find out.